Good evening and welcome to the Union News Network, your trusted source for breaking news from the warfront. Tonight, we bring you three major stories that will shape the future of our nation. General Sherman's fiery march through Georgia, the shocking assassination of President Abraham Lincoln, and the surrender of the Confederate Army at Appomattox.
First, let's go live in Georgia, where Union General William T. Sherman has led a path of destruction straight through the sea.
I'm reporting live from Georgia, where General William T. Sherman has just led a devastating march through the South. General Sherman, tell us, why such destruction?
My orders were clear. Break the South's wills to fight. We destroyed railroads, burned crops, and took supplies. War is cruel, and the crueler it is, the sooner it will be over.
And how do the people of Georgia feel about this?
It's horrible! Our homes are burned and our food is stolen. What are we supposed to do? This is total war.
A devastating scene here in Georgia. Back to you in the studio.
A devastating strategy indeed. Sherman's campaign has left much of the South in ruins. But has it brought an end to the war any closer? Only time will tell.
Meanwhile, shocking news has just arrived from Washington, D.C. President Abraham Lincoln has been assassinated. We now will take you live to Ford Theater.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news. President Abraham Lincoln has been assassinated. I'm standing at Ford Theater where the tragedy unfolded. Sir, we are in the audience. What happened? Ma'am.
It's horrifying. The president was watching the play when suddenly a man jumped into his private box and shot him. Then he leaped onto the stage yelling something, and ran away.
And what do we know about the suspect, Detective?
We believe that assassin is John Wilkes Booth, as well-known actor and Confederate sympathizer, is on the run, but we will find him.
A tragic and heartbreaking loss for the nation. President Lincoln had led the country through its darkest hours, and now the future of the Union is uncertain. As the manhunt for John Wilkes Booth intensifies, another major event has just unfolded.
After years of fighting, Confederate General Robert E. Lee has surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant, and now we go live to Appomattox Courthouse for this historic moment.
I'm here at Appomattox Courthouse, where the Civil War has officially ended. General Grant, how did this historic surrender come to be?
After 4 years of bloody war, General Lee's army was exhausted and starving and surrounded. Rather than see more men die, he made an honorable choice to surrender.
General Lee, what led you to this decision?
My men fought bravely, but we could not continue. I accepted Grant's generous terms. My soldiers can return home with their horses, and no one will be punished. It is time for this war to end.
And how do Confederate soldiers feel about this surrender?
I never thought I'd see this day. We may have lost, but at least we can go home and start rebuilding.
A moment to stay in American history. The war is over. Back to you in the studio.
And with that, the Civil War has finally come to an end. The Union stands victorious, but the question remains, how will the nation rebuild? What does the future hold for the former Confederate states and newly freed enslaved people?
Thank you for joining us to the Union News Network. May the lessons of this war guide us to a stronger tomorrow.